Sagittarius, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Sagittarians, it's quite a phenomenal year, 2018. We have Saturn that has moved out of your sign and it is moved into Capricorn for the next couple of 2.5 years. And Saturn is going to be joining Pluto, that is there in Capricorn, for the last couple of years, and it carries on being there for the next couple of years. And Pluto is known as the god of underworld as per the Greek mythology, and he's also anything which has to do with rebirth, renewal, regeneration, transformation, spiritual growth, beginnings, endings. It has to do with Pluto. The Plutonian energy on the negative side can result in a lot of control issues. You may want to be in a space where you're not just wanting to control the situation, but even the people around you. It can also be that there is a hunger for power if the Pluto is not placed positively for you. Now, this entire aspect for you is happening in your house of money, your earned income, and also your self-worth. So Saturn, of course, as we know, is a teacher planet. It wants to take you back to the blackboard, read the lessons, understand and learn again what is it about your self-esteem or your own belief system that makes you sort of disbelieve yourself, or maybe makes you feel that you can't do it, or maybe you can't do it right, or maybe you don't deserve it. And Pluto is going to take you to the depths of what really lies underneath. And this house is also about the house of nurturance received as a child. So a lot of issues from the past, a lot of issues when you were younger, they could surface during this time. And I think it's a wonderful, the next 2.5 years can be absolutely wonderful to heal yourself, heal the old wounds. So don't get too scared about, that this is stuff I really don't want to deal with. It's a wonderful time to be breaking patterns, Sagittarians. 31st January, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in Leo, and this is there in your house of expansiveness, spirituality, and long distance travel. And over here, something is coming to an end now. Either you have decided, there seems to be an acceptance of whether it is wanting to do a course, a long distance course. It can be that some of you could be dealing with counterparts or with partners who are from different countries, different cultures, ethnicities, and it could be broadening your mind. You could simply be learning by interacting with them. February 15th, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your house of communication, and this is going to be bringing about a new dialogue. Maybe you come across somebody really interesting with whom you connect, and it opens a new chapter in your life. It can even mean for some of you very successful negotiations can happen. On May the 16th, we have the rebellious Uranus, who's the wild boy of astrology, and he's moving from Aries to Taurus, and it's going to be there in your house of day-to-day chores, your health and work. And Uranus is absolutely chaotic and unpredictable, and it's very hard to harness the Uranian energy. So you may find that it's very hard to get a grip of your day-to-day life. You may feel that yes, I have a plan, and then before you realize that plan has sort of gone for a 6 and you're doing something else. And similarly, it can happen with your health, that one day you're really working out and you're sticking to a diet, and then another month it's just completely something really different. It can also be that some of you discover some really interesting and inspiring way to take care of your health and take care of your work and get really creative in order to manage your day-to-day life as well. 26th of June till about August 27th, we have Mars, which is retrograde in your house of communication. So First things first, during a Mars retrograde, not a great time to be getting into any kind of surgery. Also, watch your speech during this time. Try not get very aggressive. It's okay to be assertive, but be watchful about what you're saying and how is it that you're saying. July 12th, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your house of joint finances, resources, and it brings about maybe a new business partnership for you Sagittarians, which could prove quite beneficial. July 27th, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in your house of communication. So again, maybe a deal or a negotiation is coming to an end. In certain cases, it could be an old partnership which is finishing off. August 11th, we have a solar eclipse that is there in Leo, and this is there in your house of expansiveness. So lovely time to travel. Please get out in mid-August and go out, and it can be most likely be out of the country, but just go and travel the world and experience and just open up your mind. You'll just find that your heart is just opening up with the experiences that you are having. From October 5th to November 17th, we have Venus, and she's going to be retrograde initially in your house of service, and then it moves back to your house of friendship. So Venus over here is she's asking you, first of all, not to really invest something really into something really expensive. Not a great time to be doing that. Because she's there this time in your house of compassion, service. You could find yourself maybe dealing with the not so pleasant side of life, and even if you've signed up to be a part of a charity or an organization, you'll just realize that they could just be a sense of being let down, sort of. It's just that you could have expected it to be in a certain way, but they could just be also a sense of hopelessness during this time, as far as behind the service and spirituality will be there. So with the Venus retrograde, it's really going beyond the beauty and the money and the sex. It's just saying that it's a time also to be contemplating and looking at the not so pleasant part of life and seeing as to what role you play over there and how it is that you can be of value. We're closing the month with on November 8th. That's a time that Jupiter, that's your ruling planet, and it is going to be moving into your own sign, Sagittarians, and it's going to be 2019 is going to be like spectacular for you. And this entire time we have had in 2018, Jupiter is going to be there in your house of behind the scenes. It's there in your house of service. That is a place where we go and recharge our emotional battery. So you will find yourself really helping people, being compassionate, going out and reaching out to people, and I think being really wanting to add value to others' lives as well as yours. Wishing you a spectacular 2018, Sagittarians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.